Welcome back.
In the game. Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
How we doing?
Boys.
How we doing?
Boys.
Doing good?
Yeah, I'm
Everybody
fucking.
all right?
I'm light, bro. I'm chilling. I'm doing good. I'm hanging out with the boys. Another episode. Back to it. You know what I mean? We're getting stuff done. Collabing. This guy's wearing a freaking.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers over
Pittsburgh
here. Go
Steelers.
check out this shirt that I got from the Botanical Garden.
You going to the Botan, bro?
Check that shit.
Who signed that? That shit look clean.
Cold, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's straight to the money. Go show that to the cam, bro. Show that to the fans. I know y'all hating.
I know.
Y'all wish y'all had drip like that.
I wish you had some shit going on like this.
Y'all ain't even been to a
I wish you had
botanical.
something like that.
I haven't. Botanical, huh?
Yeah, it was nice, bro. It was pretty cool actually. It was just hot as fuck.
It's just a bunch of floral stuff, like.
Bunch of plants, vegetables. It made me want to grow a garden, honestly, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
made
was
me want.
thinking, yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we should do that
We should
shit,
do
but not here because
No.
we don't got a porch.
Yeah.
We got a patio, like
We don't
indoor
have a
plants, but like you see how I be doing with indoor plants, bro. So
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can take care of outdoor plants.
But we
I
gotta
forget
do,
to water
We
them.
just gotta leave them outside though. We don't even gotta do much. We can put them on the patio.
Yeah, but I forget just to water them, like basic stuff. I gotta just water them, bro.
We can get them self-watering ones, bro. Them little like,
Self-watering
you know, like
plants?
the little sticks with the bulb.
Oh
at the end.
yeah,
They, like, self-water the biz.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking
We can
about,
just do
bro.
that. Tag
Yeah.
team it, you know. What
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
You
What
don't
fruit-
look like you're interested. You don't look like you're interested in the boat.
He's
in
not-
the boat.
he's
You
not
know,
a
you're
gardener, bro.
Not a botanist.
He's not a gardener.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about.
You don't got a
garden.
green thumb, bro? You don't got
Bullshit.
a green thumb?
How green your thumb?
Yeah, how green your thumb is,
Bullshit.
bro?
How green
I've
your
probably
thumb?
done more planting than him.
Hey,
That's on God.
I mean,
Don't
look.
put it on God, bro.
Don't put it
Bro.
on him.
I've even fucked up on accident and put a tractor in some grapevines before. Okay?
You went to a grapevine?
What do you mean?
You ever mash some grapes? With your feet?
Dude, with the
Nah,
feet?
not with my
You ever
feet.
done
Bro,
that?
if they're doing that, that's...
Have you done it?
Nah, man.
Would you?
I'd give it
Yeah.
a shot. Give it a
Pressing
shot.
cider
yeah,
is
yeah.
pretty fun. Like
Wait.
apple cider.
How do you do that?
That's it with a cider presser. Like it washes the apples and then it brings the apples up, crushes them, and then it brings it into like a slop and then it presses it and then.
Damn.
That shit's fun.
I didn't know that. I mean, I'm sure there was a process for it. I just didn't know.
Shout out to my uncle for teaching me all that shit.
Dude.
Because when I was getting in trouble, my mom sent me up there.
I'd
That's
stop.
what I was doing, was working on a farm.
That's where you got that strength from, that farm strength, boy.
I don't know.
So,
That shit was fun though.
I would though. I put my feet, my dogs in a bucket.
See,
stomp
I don't know, 'cause, like,
stomp some
I don't know
grapes.
if I want to drink that after.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
alcohol
like,
though. Doesn't it like clean it up? Doesn't it like clean?
Is that for? That's for.
I don't know
wine,
how
right?
that works, bro. Like,
think it
you
would
put
be
your
clean.
feet all over it, then what?
Don't they
How
like?
does it get clean?
Don't they like do
Then you
something
clean
with it?
ferments.
Don't
Oh,
they do
your
something?
feet?
Yeah, bro.
Why wouldn't you clean your feet? Do you shower?
No. The
Wait.
feet are gonna be clean.
Okay,
Bro. The feet
okay.
are gonna be clean.
Yeah.
Talking about the process after that, it's still feet, bro.
I mean, yeah,
It's
you
still
got
feet.
you got
Feet are
somebody's
gross.
dogs. You got somebody's
Feet are
dogs in there.
gross.
I'm sure they don't do the feet anymore. They used to though.
Feet are gross.
They got
Wait, what?
probably got a machine.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Doing people's feet is
I mean,
gross.
there's probably some old little town in Italy where they still doing that shit.
That's what I'm
What do you
saying.
mean?
They
They
Oh,
keep
yeah.
the
That's like-
tradition.
That's
you know
like,
what I mean?
yeah, a tradition.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
they
it's
do.
been passed down from generations. Family, they just do that. They run like
Yeah.
a wine shop or something.
Yeah.
You know,
where
you've
I
been
think-
there, so you know.
You know where I think we should all go one day?
Uh.
Napa Valley on the train thing.
What the
And,
hell
like,
is it?
So like they do like Napa Valley is California,
Oh, okay.
and it's like the big like vineyards and shit like that. Like they make wine and shit,
Oh, okay.
and you can take like their tour on their train and shit, and like you get fucked up. Like you do the wine tasting
For real?
and all that shit. Yeah,
I'm not a wine guy, man.
it's like a weekend.
I'd
Dude,
give it
I-
a shot. I'm not a wine guy
You
though.
know,
It's
like
a
those wine
couple thing.
connoisseurs, bro.
I'll
where they
try
can
it.
tell the
Couples thing.
difference.
I'd
But
do
I'm
it.
single, so I want to go.
Oh
get
yeah.
fucked.
We just go get drunk, man.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, you think there's single men out there drinking wine? They're probably out there, bro. Come
I'll
on
do
now.
it.
Just
Yeah,
I will do it.
yeah. Come on now. Everybody got their taste.
a little bit of oak, a little bit of.
Yeah, I don't know how they do those
Oh, no,
wine
I-
Ice
tastings, bro.
cream, dude. He's a little bit of vanilla. He's like the rich vanilla.
Ugh.
I think they did like a test. Like they had like a really cheap wine, and they had a really expensive wine. I don't know. I seen it on a YouTube or something. They did like a test to see if people could even tell the difference. And
People
like,
can tell the difference.
nah, half the time they were wrong, bro.
They're
Really?
they're failing.
Half the time they were wrong.
I mean,
Bro?
think about it.
Yeah.
Cheap shit's
Yeah.
probably like people are probably thinking, oh, it's sweeter. It's gonna
I
be
think
more
they're
expensive.
overthinking it, bro.
Exactly.
I
They're
think
like,
they're
it's,
overthinking
it's sweeter. It's gonna be more expensive. No, not necessary.
Is that how that
Yeah.
works?
No.
Or is that what people
think
say
just
though?
because it tastes better, it's necessarily like probably the better one.
Doesn't
Uh,
mean that.
It doesn't mean that, at all.
bro.
I know some expensive
That tastes
bottles
like
that taste like
balls.
ass.
Ugh.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I always
Wine's
go
not
to you know
good.
you go to a restaurant, real expensive restaurant, and then the wine. You look at like the wine selection, and there's like an option where you could buy a bottle for like $200.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Like why?
chilling,
What if I
bro.
don't like it?
I'm chilling, bro.
What if I hate every single second of it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just like,
You know what I can't stand there? Like, imagine you go on like one of those like dates, right? And you're sitting there with a shorty, and you guys are just sitting there bullshit, and then the guy keeps coming. You guys don't realize that he's just pouring you glasses all
skins.
night.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the end of the night, you look at your check and you get charged for that whole fucking
Nah,
bottle.
bro. I'm paying attention to that.
Yeah.
Trust. Trust.
How much each one of
Yeah,
these
yeah,
glasses?
Yeah,
No. I'm
yeah.
good with this. I want water. I want water. She
Oh,
can have
shit.
it. I
Hey,
don't
bro.
care.
The drinks can get more expensive than the food, bro.
Bro.
Real quick.
Quick,
You ever seen
fast,
those,
they
like-
stack.
There's
Yeah.
like really rich places that like it's like a 4-course meal and it comes out and it's like this big. Like what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like, it's a piece of meat this big. Like what the fuck?
One thing I do like is those little beer flights, bro.
Those
Those
are
are
fine.
cool,
When we
yeah.
had those in
Little
Colorado.
flight of beer. They have little cups, little glasses,
Oh.
each different type of beer.
Yeah, it's like
Like
a
4 or
tasting-
5 in a
tasting,
tray.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
They're like little,
Let's go to
little
a
like
whiskey
6 ounce.
tasting.
A what?
Ugh.
A whiskey tasting.
I'd do it.
I do it.
I want to
But
go to like a
I ain't
liquor
gonna
tasting.
enjoy
I
it.
don't like beer.
Nah, bro, the flights are fire, bro. You'd like the flights.
Yeah.
Because it's not like an overwhelming amount of
It's
beer.
It's
Do you get
manageable.
fucked up?
The drinks are like that.
Do you get
Yeah.
fucked up?
I mean, you drink like 5, 6 of them things. You
I mean,
enjoy
like,
it. It's more of
You
enjoyment than
probably
getting
get like
drunk.
6 of them.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't-
like 4 of them would equate a beer. 3 of them.
I
Yeah.
don't like drinking, but when I do, like I kind of like getting a little tipsy.
I mean,
that's why they got IPAs.
it's all
That's
all
why
about
they
the
got
percentage
IPAs.
at that point.
Yeah.
So
I'm not.
me and this guy, you know, we
I like
us a little-
local.
Remember the
Little
first time we
six-pack.
tried an IPA, bro?
worst.
Yeah.
The
Worst
Unholy Tripel or
Ugh.
something like
Bro, I
that.
remember every time I'd come over here, you guys would have a different fucking IPA every
Bro.
time I'd come over, and you guys are like, try it, and I'm like, ugh.
So
Nah.
it's all about efficiency, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's just
Ugh.
about
Drinking beer is
9-10%, bro. Yeah.
Unless we're like hanging with the squad, watching some UFC
I
or
did
something.
it in
Yeah.
high school.
Pack of
bro.
Modelo gonna do you right.
Park back
I mean,
Modelo
I
gonna
did
do
it
you
in high
right.
school, but like I don't like. I think I'm literally a mixed drink kind of person. I don't
Well,
like beer.
Well,
I just
what's
don't
your
like
what's your
liquor.
liquor preference, bro?
Yeah, what's your go-to?
Tequila or Hennessy.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
Hennessy, no, but tequila.
You're tripping.
I mean,
Get
tequila
behind
cool,
that,
but
get behind
the hen, bro, you know, I'm too old
I
now,
mean,
man.
if I'm going on a budget, I'm going Hornitos.
Hornitos.
But
True.
then if I'm not, I'm probably gonna get like a really expensive bottle of like what's an expensive tequila? I don't even know. I haven't bought
Probably
one yet.
just like 1,800.
Nah, it's not that. It's,
That's I guess that's not. You're talking about expensive.
1800 is not bad.
Isn't
It's
that
not-
Isn't
shit
that
with
like
the
60?
ding on top tequila?
Isn't
Yeah,
that
but I
60
think he's
for like
talking
a-
about like $100 tequila.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
if I'm
Don
going-
Julio.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
buy some Don.
Some Don Julio. Or the 19,
Don
the
Julio
19, what's
at
it,
the
1942 or something like that?
1942.
Something like that?
Bro, I had that once with
Ugh.
Gary,
Patron's nice.
DK, and the other Sean. We were
Uh-huh.
like at a rooftop at somebody's apartment in downtown Tampa. Nasty.
Uh-huh.
They were just taking shots up there on the freaking balcony, like
Ugh.
fucking 20 stories up. Just got some 1942 for
Yeah,
my
because
birthday.
like,
I was like,
yeah,
bro.
bro. It's just a flex to have the bottle at
If-
that point.
Yeah,
If I'm
it's more of a
taking-
set piece than
If I'm
anything
taking
else.
shots of that shit all night, like out the bottle, I'm gonna get the expensive like.
No, but
Patron.
bro, tell me you fill up a
Patron.
Tell me you fill up that bottle, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
The 1942, whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
with just some Hornitos tequila, some random cheap tequila. Fill it up,
Nobody's
bring it
gonna
to a
care.
party. You like, hey, you want to swig in my shit? Nobody's gonna even
The only
question.
bitch
no
that
one's
might
gonna question
notice-
that.
The only
They're not
person
gonna-
that
they're
might
not gonna
notice,
know.
the
If
only
I pull me
person that might
outside.
notice is the coke whore in the corner, because she does this shit on a weekend basis.
Shit, I don't know, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, some coke whores know some shit.
I don't be messing with none of that.
Maybe I'm a little inexperienced, bro. But
You
I
ever
don't think
done
I'd
a
be able to tell the
kamikaze
difference.
shot, bro?
No.
What is that again?
We're doing one on my 21st.
What the hell
What
is
is that
that?
again?
When you take a shot, it's in a shot glass, right? You get a straw and you go, and you take the shot that way.
Oh no,
Nah.
no, I don't like putting stuff up my nose, bro.
Nah.
I'm doing that on a coke night.
Nah.
Bro, just
I mean,
just putting water
that's
up my nose.
Yeah, you don't do that, right?
No,
Oh,
no.
yeah. You volunteer at the beach to pick up trash. That's what you do. Yeah.
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 Humble man.
Humble
Humble
dude.
man. Nah, even water, right? You're underwater, you're swimming in the pool, you do a little front flip underwater, your nose burn. Yeah. I'm not putting
it
alcohol.
definitely burns. It makes your eyes water.
I'm not putting alcohol in my nose, in my
Alcohol up
sinuses.
Your nose is insane, dude.
I mean, it's insane. But
That's
if you're already
insane.
blackout drunk and you're doing dumb shit,
Nah.
I'm taking a kamikaze
Half of your
shot.
taste comes from your smell, anyways. So
Yeah,
it's
bro.
like I'm just like
At
You're
that
just
point-
taking it all
just
in, dude.
obliterating
Can you imagine
my
the
shit.
burn on your nose?
Oh, it burns.
Goodness.
Very
in the
bad.
back of your throat,
You
your
never
sinuses where you can't even reach.
Kid and like you guys are like sitting there in the backyard. I don't care who you are. You've done some dumb shit like this. You're telling me you and your friends have never snorted like a fucking Crystal Light packet or something?
What?
Nah, bro.
Actually, I'm gonna
But I do
be
remember
100%.
the Smarties.
You remember the Smarties?
Smarties.
Yeah,
Remember the Smarties?
bro.
I remember motherfuckers
kids in
doing
middle
school.
school snorting them
Yes,
Smarties, boy.
bro, at the lunch table,
Yeah.
boys would be like, "Yo, check me out, check me
Hey,
out."
bro, it looks. If you think about it, it looks so bad.
You know
To
why?
the teachers
Like,
and shit
whoa.
like that.
Woo!
You don't
Off
get
the Smarties.
you don't get hype off of it. It's just at that
It
point
just burns.
clogs up,
It just hurts you.
burns, and then like later on in class you go, and then your fucking like your drip tastes like straight
Bro,
dripping
Smarties.
Tell me, I don't know if
Smarties.
this is like similar to other places, right? But
Ugh.
tell me a Florida middle school, you ain't seeing some kid doing some tap beating, like
They're
what's that
like,
call?
Pen tap.
Like
pen
on the
tap.
table.
Yeah, with the pen tap.
Snorting fucking Smarties and arm wrestling. bro.
Arm wrestling.
Smarties. Smarties. I can't talk right now, bro.
No, you definitely seen that at
Oh,
Matt.
yeah. And then there's the girl with like the hot Cheetos and the long nails
Bro,
and the Jordans in the corner.
the
that's
Jordan-
screaming and
with
clapping
the
for no reason.
the tight
Yeah.
chinos
Bro,
on.
yeah,
with the,
yeah.
it's
That's
mad.
mad as
Yeah,
hell.
yes
For
it
real.
is. Yes it is.
And then
To a T.
the locker room smells like BO/Axe.
It smells like Axe slash BO. Half the
some
lockers
Axe
are
with
burnt.
some BO.
Got people with lighters and axe just
yeah.
burning lockers.
That might be a lot of middle schools though.
I will say I knew a kid
Yeah.
in high school. He was a senior, I think, when I was a sophomore. He snorted pre-workout before football practice,
Nah, bro.
and I think he threw up.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't condone. I don't condone any of that. I don't think you
Nah,
should be.
bro.
I don't think you
No.
should be putting. I don't
Anything
think you're.
up your nose.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed. God never meant for you to put anything up your nose.
Nah.
Because if he did, it
Well-
wouldn't fucking hurt.
Well, so I don't know if it's Dutch. Don't quote me on this.
Quote.
But there's, like chewing tobacco and shit.
Yeah.
There's a snortable snuff that's been around for a long time, and you basically, I think it's Germany or some shit. You go like this, and you put your nostrils on the thing, and they go, and then do something, and they go, and hit the thing, and it shoots a fucking powdered snuff, like tobacco powder, up your nose.
Probably get that head rush like a
Nah,
motherfucker.
bro. Like I said, stuff up the nose is not my move.
That's been
bro.
But it's
a thing
like
for
tobacco?
That's been a thing for a long. It's snuff, yeah. It's been a thing for a
Bro,
long time.
I don't know if I can fuck with the tobacco, the nicotine, bro. Me and this boy, bro, we can't handle that
I
shit.
mean,
The
nah,
Zins,
bro.
bro.
Nah.
And
Bro,
shit,
I
like,
hella
Zin in my
people
mouth
do
and I'm
Zins,
throwing up.
bro.
they pop a upper
Lots of
decky or
people
whatever.
love-
I'm an upper decker.
You got an upper decker.
See? You got an upper decker, dude? You
Yeah,
got an
fucking-
upper decky?
got an up-
Shut
got
the
an
fuck
uppy
up.
lower.
Last time we had Zins, we got sick as hell, bro.
Bro, we're
I
about
thought
to
I was
throw
gonna
up.
pass out.
We're at a saloon
Bro.
talking about, hey, bro,
All I'm saying is like,
not feeling good.
all I'm saying is like, all these like,
Nauseous.
I wanna go home.
motherfuckers- Dude, I put in a Zin. I was doing that job I was doing for a while, and everybody I worked with did Zins or vapes.
Nah,
it was
I
one of the
mean-
two. I put a Zin in for 5 fucking minutes, and it was a 3 milligram, bro. That's it. And I was
Dizzy, yeah, dizzy as a
Like,
Bro,
what
we
the
had
fuck?
the extra strength ones because
Yeah,
our homie
bro.
had them,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
like, "You sure?" We're like, "The other one was light, bro. It was alright. It was alright." We put them bitches in.
and fucked up.
We were like, "Nah." We
Yeah.
were out at
Yeah.
at the bar talking about, both at the same time talking about, I feel sick.
took
I
that
feel
Zin, bro.
sick,
We took
boy.
that Zin, we were like, we think we want to go home, man.
I'm about to throw up. About to throw up in this bitch in front of all these
Bro, the
people.
worst thing that I didn't like about Zins, right? Because I tried it a little bit. It wasn't just that one time. It's like I felt like a burning sensation
Burning.
in my lips.
do.
Ugh.
Yeah, and it's
You
like
do.
low-key like feels like it's burning my gums.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what's happening, but
That's
I know that it causes mouth
It's the-
cancer.
it's the-
So I'm like, I'd rather my gums be good.
You ever chew
Yeah.
tobacco?
Nah, I never
does-
chewed tobacco.
Chewing tobacco and dip does the same thing.
Doesn't
Yeah.
chewing tobacco
But
have
my
like the
dad-
little
It burns
shards
a
or
little
something in it?
It's fiberglass shards, yeah.
See,
Just suck on some fiberglass.
Yeah, see, that's a
Suck
problem.
on some
No, but
fiberglass.
vapes
Well,
like
no, they
are like
technically
metal
took
too.
it out, but that was the rumor and shit. But like my dad had been dipping
Yeah.
since he was like 14. He died at 44, and
Mhm.
he never even had ulcers in his mouth. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean that kind of.
So
I mean, there was a lady that lived to like 102, smoking every day, drinking every day,
she drank
eating
what, a
bullshit.
glass of whiskey
Gla-
every fucking
yeah,
day.
glass of whiskey. No, it was a glass of wine.
Wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Just
she
like-
smoked cigarettes every day. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect
yeah.
health. Looked
Yeah.
like 102. So
Look-
I think it
look-
just varies,
Look
bro.
at Jennifer
Predisposition.
Aniston, bro. She looked great for in her 50s, and she apparently smokes a pack of cigarettes a day.
I don't know if I can get through a pack.
Yeah.
Me neither,
Smoke a
bro.
cig.
No.
Smoke a couple cigs, and
Literally
it's
a
just
pack, the one pack that I can get through a day
not joking.
is backwoods.
Backwoods.
Yeah, let me
Some
roll
backers?
some backers.
Some backers, dude.
Or a 5-pack of the King Palms. I'll get through them bitches.
Remember one time smoking like a whole packers, bro. Backers. Pack of backers.
Pack of baggers.
Pack of backers. And I was with Nico. And we were with Miguel and all them. And boy, Them things get you sick, boy.
Yeah.
That nicotine get you right.
Yeah.
Never felt some nicotine like that.
Yeah.
And I
If it's not Zins, the other brand's what, Rogue? And
I
those
don't know.
bitches, they taste better, but oh god, they still do the same shit.
I don't know. It's not like having things in my mouth.
Yeah.
Pause.
bro.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause on that one,
But
bro.
I just don't
We
like
cut it
I don't like having
No.
I don't like having bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like how like you know what I'm saying.
For me, I said it was the burning sensation. I
That's
don't like
fair.
some shit burning in my mouth, bro. It's just not the way I like.
Just
I
the
just-
after effect.
I don't like the head rush anymore.
Yeah, like it don't feel good to feel like
Tobacco used to be fun,
wobbly.
but it ain't
You know what I'm
fun
saying?
no more.
There's a lot of other things in my life that I've done that make me feel wobbly.
Yeah.
That are a little bit more enjoyable. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not that, but you know what I mean. It's one of them things, man. I don't know. It's fucking gross, bro. But
It's fucking
the people that like it, you know what I'm saying? No, more power to you.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Do what you gotta do, bro.
Whatever gets you right.
You got some shit bothering you. Pop us in.
Pop a upper decky, you know.
Get you right. Do what you gotta do.
Do what you
Do
got.
what you gotta do, man.
Bro,
No
seen
judgment.
the fucking shit? The shit about I think it was in Russia. They did a study. I sent it to y'all, but it was the study in Russia
Oh
about
my
what
God.
happens to you when you die, where your soul
Yeah.
goes and shit.
You sent
Yeah.
that the same day I saw it.
Yeah, bro, that
Yeah.
shit was crazy. It was like they did a it was like an experiment basically where they like measure the like
They put
the
a code.
yeah, it's pretty much like your body. It's like the electrical releases in your brain and shit like that throughout your body, throughout your nervous system. Like they set it up. They all send like codes, right? And so at the moment of death, they were able to like track the specific code of when the person died, and they like they figured it out. They figured out that it was like the soul, because after all body functions die, this was like the remaining code, whatever. And so the code moves at like light speed because it's, you know, electrical system. It's like firing all over the place, firing through neurons and shit like that. So
Right.
they had a hard time tracking it at the moment of death, but they tagged it. They were able to like follow it. But so after the patient who signed up for it, whatever, passed away, they tracked the code. They lost it for a little bit. They found it, I think, like months later or something like that.
It's
and the
in-
code was in like a whole different galaxy, like 14.
I mean, if it's moving light years, you said light years.
Light speed.
light
light
speed,
speed?
light speed. But the code was outside of our solar system. It wasn't even on Earth anymore. It was
In a
in a
different
whole
galaxy.
different galaxy.
So his soul went to a different galaxy.
That code in his body, they tracked it to a different galaxy, like 14 billion light years away, in a whole different like a whole different part of the universe,
Right.
which is crazy because how's that possible, right? What is energy? What is your soul? Where do you go? Is that where everybody goes? You know what I'm saying? When you die, is that where you're? Because if that's because energy is neither created nor destroyed, right? It's always
Right.
transferred.
Right.
What connection did his energy have to that universe or to that galaxy at all?
Did you see what I said to the response?
No, what you saying?
I was like, what if we were all like different at some point, but
Yeah.
all kind of came together, and this is like the byproduct, and
Mm,
watch our soul go to wherever the fuck our people came from.
the origin?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can see that. Who knows? Who knows what the galaxy? Who knows what
All
that galaxy
very
is?
The same, but very different.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot to unravel there. But the crazy part about it was that how did his electrical code, his soul signature as SIC, which is like soul indication code or whatever the fuck, or identification code,
That far.
how did it travel from the Earth, which is where it was at the moment of death, right?
Yep.
It was
Right,
here
right.
on this planet, to across solar, like not in solar system, across the galaxy, across
Right.
universe, to
Yeah.
a whole different galaxy, 14 billion light years away. Like, which, to put in perspective, nobody, if somebody were to leave Earth right now, even at light speed, and go there and come back, the Earth would have aged like 2 million years. 2 million years would have went by between the time that they went there and came back at light speed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's obviously a hypothesis, is bullshit, but
Yeah.
it's crazy, like crazy numbers like that.
So many years, basically, so many years would have passed here.
But it traveled like that in months.
That like,
And it's in a whole different galaxy, and a whole probably different planet, on a whole doing whatever. How?
The soul
The-
of that person.
that electrical code,
went.
which they
which
tracked,
was its last, basically squirt of life.
that was the
that-
brain's code.
For it last part of the brain's code that they could track after
Yeah.
that person died.
Right.
Is light speed. Has moved light speed to a whole nother planet.
Yeah. Whole nother galaxy.
And that's a study that they had.
Yes.
That's
They tracked it and they found it in a whole different galaxy. It's not on Earth, it's not in our solar system.
It's a far galaxy.
It's not in the, yeah, it's far. It's like billions of light years. Like
It's
billions.
far.
So that code moved over there.
Yeah.
What the hell is he doing over there now?
They're
What's
exactly.
going on over there?
To think maybe is that where we come from? Is that where all
Bro,
souls
what
go?
if there's like a Mother Earth where we all come from, bro?
You know what I'm saying? That might be like the hub, and then
Yeah.
or maybe our souls get sent back, and the soul gets sent back into a new body
Yeah.
or some shit like that, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm
It
speculating.
does get weird though when you think like, how small are we?
Yeah.
Like, what are we inside of? Like, is this like are we like inside of a body? Are we inside of a computer? Are we inside of like some other like what is the solar system? Is it like, you know, it's just like you can
It's a
think so
spectrum.
many different things, bro.
Solar
It's a
system. I
spectrum.
mean,
It's like what is space, bro? Like what?
space is just empty matter, bro. It's dark matter. It's all just of empty vacuum
It's
of
emptiness that is expanding.
that is expanding rapidly
Yeah.
Right.
forever,
Yeah.
which is fucking also insane, right?
Yeah.
There's some things that will get outside of our reach that we'll never be able to see because they're just moving away.
If
Right.
you had the
Just
ability
moving
to,
away.
you can go into space and
Just go straight forever,
and ever
forever. And who knows
what you come
what's
across.
at the end? Well, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But
That's what pisses me off, though, bro. I'm gonna die and I'm not gonna know what the hell's going on around here.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what pisses me off.
Unless we figure out a way
Like-
to live forever, yeah.
And I don't even know if I'd want to do that. To be honest,
Shit.
now I think about it.
So if there was like a way, right?
Yeah.
I would.
Let's say not like the barbaric way, where like they free, because you can you could sign up right now today to sign up to pretty much die, to get cryotherapy. It's pretty much like signing away your life, whatever, to get cryotherapy and
You freeze.
not cryotherapy, but cryostasis, and they hope that we're still all here to wake you up, right? But
They freeze them?
they freeze
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
They kill you
Yeah.
essentially, but they
There's
freeze.
people in it right now.
There's people in it right now that freeze your body in this state, so it's like this permanent stasis of you don't age, your cells aren't aging, they're not moving.
Oh,
just-
that's crazy.
and then when a certain amount of time passes, people will wake you up, and then you'll wake up in the future.
But if you're dead, they kill you.
Essentially, but you're
How
not
do
like,
they bring you back?
but you're not decaying, so they can just resuscitate you since your body's not aging. It's not
Everything literally
deteriorating
Basically
because you're
say
frozen.
that. Basically say that like you put them in that chamber, your heart's beating like normal. The minute they start fucking like freezing you, it slows down to the point it just stops, like in place basically.
Yeah.
Freezes you.
I get that
They
part.
hit the dethaw button and you're good.
Nah. I feel like so you die. So how do they bring you back to life? I guess by that point we'd have better technology to figure that out.
It'd
They've
be-
already done it.
It'd be like it'd just be like normal resuscitation when your heart stops, except
Heat.
the only difference between a dead person that's like died right now and then you wait weeks and then you come back and them is that there's no deterioration of the cells. Cells aren't dying off and decaying and turning into fucking dust and just bones and fucking whatever. Your cells and everything, you stay and look
It's
the exact
frozen.
same. You're frozen.
Stays there.
It's in
It's not
stasis.
the type of frozen you're thinking of though. The minute like you go into that state, the minute they hit like basically the dethaw button,
Yeah.
the minute you get to the right temperature, your body just automatically starts moving like how it was.
Ain't no way, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, bro. There's gotta be some
So,
more to it than
but
that. But I get what you're saying.
outside
If
of that,
that works. That's fucking nuts.
It's crazy.
And
but-
why haven't we already had that figured out? Has someone done that yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
people.
there's
Some
people-
people are
there's
right
people
now.
in it.
People have made it out of that?
There's a
No,
baseball,
I don't know about made it out.
Isn't there a baseball
Okay,
player?
yeah.
There's a professional baseball player in there right now.
I don't know about made it out, but I know that you like sign your like you sign a waiver. It says pretty much
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
happens, they're not liable because you signed up. You're pretty much saying you're killing yourself.
Have you?
You're pretty much saying. But outside of that barbaric way, would you like? I don't know if you've ever seen the show. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but essentially like consciousness got uploaded into these little drives, these little discs, and then these discs got put into people's
What
bodies.
fucking movie was that?
It's a show, but it's also a movie, and it's also an animated series. I can't remember the name. But you can like pretty much like take the chip, like the disc out, like think like a flat disc, whatever, floppy disc, whatever, and you can put it into another body, and then your consciousness,
Goes into that.
whether you're a male, female, it doesn't matter. It just goes
Yeah.
into another body,
Yeah, that'd
and
be
they're
crazy.
like regular human organic bodies. They're not like we're all robotic and
That
shit.
disc is
Like,
just the brain.
the disc is essentially just you,
What?
your consciousness, which is
That is freaky.
would you
dog.
do that? Would you do
Would I
that?
do that?
Yeah, would
For
you-
what reason would I do that?
No, I'm just saying, like, if the technology came to that point, right? We're like,
Oh, to move to a new body.
yeah, let's say we're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
let's say like
yeah.
somehow,
Yeah. If I could move my consciousness to a whole nother body.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, if I could choose what I look like, shit. I mean,
yeah. I'm sure.
I'm not trying to look like no fool out here. Look like a.
I'm sure. Like, depending on like in society and shit like that, probably the upper class people probably get the best, the best.
Get the handsome ones.
But if you get, yeah. But if you get some shit, you know, and it's to your
Long as-
liking,
long as the guy works out.
Yep.
So it's like a dead person
it's like a,
or
No, it's just
Another person?
It's a
it's just like a,
bio-made body.
just like
oh, they make it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's
And then you-
another level
You
right
can make
there.
it, and then there's other people that are like, they're actual people that were, and then let's say like they got like captured or whatever, or they got
Yeah.
imprisoned.
Yeah.
They got that disc taken out of their body, and their body pretty
Bro,
much
but
gets
once
donated.
we start getting the computers into our brain, that's when we're gonna have to start paying for subscriptions for just
Yep.
stupid shit.
Yep.
Like that one fucking shit that I was telling you about,
From Black Mirror shit.
Black Mirror,
Yeah.
where she started spewing out advertisements out of her mouth
Yeah.
involuntarily.
That's crazy.
And then she went back to the person. Spoiler alert. She went back to the person and asked them if they can get rid of the ads, and then turns out she had to pay more money.
More new subscription.
Like I was saying, so basically, homegirl had to pay for a subscription for her brain because she had cancer or something, right? Something's going on. They couldn't cure her, so she had to get a subscription for her brain.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Free spoilers.
Yeah. So basically, she had to keep upgrading her subscription to live. And I feel like if you put a chip in your brain and we start going that route, we start becoming more like robotic and stuff.
Yep.
We're going to start having to like pay for things that are regular, normal human like things that you would normally never pay for.
Facts.
Like just living as a normal human.
Yeah.
They're going to start implementing that shit into us. And that's why it's dangerous.
Yeah,
Because
I can see that shit happen.
like I don't. First of all, I don't want to lose control of my own body.
Yeah, I feel
that
like-
could be
yeah.
a whole nother issue.
Like they could just shut you, could just boot you off like a fucking Windows
Yeah,
computer.
bro. Because we already pay for shit on our phone, and our phone is like basically our like, it's
Every
right
day.
here in our hand every day, so it's a part of us in a way.
Yeah,
Like it's not directly connected to us, but it is
Yeah.
almost like it's our
always there.
right there. That's
Right,
where we
yeah.
go to go find directions, to go anywhere, to look shit up,
Communicate.
to like to do anything. Like we honestly use phones so much.
Yeah,
So
central part of the life.
if we start putting shit in our brain, I don't know what direction that goes.
Jesus fuck. You good?
This guy might need a chip in his brain.
You might need chip.
Fuck
yeah.
Recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. You putting chips in your brain, bro.
No.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Hey,
Just a question,
fuck.
man.
Just a question, bro. I mean, but it like changes society so much. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be the people that have versus people that don't,
yeah.
and the people that have are gonna be way better
Just
at
think about it,
everything.
if we have that technology, they can make my ass a werewolf.
I don't think
Do you want to be a
those
werewolf?
two things
If I
correlate
could-
even at all.
If I could have any type of ability to live forever, I'd want to be a fucking werewolf.
But do they live forever
No.
though?
Yeah.
I don't think they're immortal.
Here they are.
I thought they fucking
Yeah.
age just like
Look, remember
super
Underworld?
slow.
No, remember Underworld?
Yeah.
Lucian was alive for a long time, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know about like millions of billions, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking maybe like
They're vampires.
tens of thousands or something. But they got the drawback. They can't be in the sun. Werewolves don't really
I'd
got
rather be-
drawback.
okay,
Yeah.
even if I lived for tens of thousands,
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
Wait, the werewolf can't be in the sun? Thought it was
No,
the
no, the vampires.
Oh, I was about to
I'm
say.
saying
yeah.
werewolves don't really
Yeah,
have
but
the
I would wanna
drawback
be
like
the
that.
type
Yeah.
of werewolf from like. So hear me out. You know how like in Underworld they can turn into that motherfucker whenever they want to.
Yeah, it's that.
I'd want to have that ability.
But that's a lichen.
Yeah, but I'd want to have that ability, but
Yeah.
look like the werewolf from Van Helsing.
Mm.
That
You
motherf-
want to be a menace.
I want to be a menace.
You
Mm.
want to be a goddamn menace.
Yeah, you'd have to be like a werewolf lichen hybrid, because werewolves for the moon change lichens whenever.
See,
Yeah.
I'd be a lichen then, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still same features, bro.
I eat
Right.
you-
How
I
how
eat you,
big
bro.
are werewolves? They're supposed to be super large, right?
They're big.
Like
Yeah.
7-8 feet.
And the ones
Yeah.
and the ones in Underworld, when the lichen walks through this like doorway right here, it'll probably damn near to the ceiling.
Yeah, it'd be up. It's up. Cause they're
That's why it gives them
That's
a run
nuts.
for their money, bro.
Yeah, that's nuts.
and then
for
they
sure.
can just go to all fours.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do anything.
Huh?
We wouldn't be able to do anything.
About them?
If one came at us,
Oh, we'd lose right now.
we'd be fucked as of right
We
now.
got
if
no
it was
silver.
Down the street.
If we don't got no silver. No silver.
If
We
we
ain't
find
got
out
no
one's down the
silver.
street, we're gonna turn off all the lights and just be
If
quiet.
we find out, what are you talking about? Have you not seen those movies?
The werewolf? I mean, is he even gonna know I'm in the house if I turn the lights
Yes.
off and
Underworld.
I chill? No,
Dude,
no.
have you seen
I'm
those
just gonna
pictures
look.
from
I'm gonna be
Underworld,
like, we're gonna lay low, turn the lights off,
That's
be
not
real
how it
quiet,
works.
and wait till he goes to the next neighborhood. Like
That's
as
not how
long
it
as
works.
like he gets out of our neighborhood, we're
Our
chilling.
our best bet is
We're
just.
chilling.
I mean, our
Shoot
only
the
hope.
motherfuckers, bro.
No, then he's gonna come right at us.
Well,
bro.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna come right at
I'd
us.
say our best bet, realistic
Lay low.
situation is just hope he's eating somebody else, not y'all. Straight up, because
Can he sniff me up?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
See,
It's
that's
just
the
a-
problem,
Bro,
bro.
Just
there
a
was an
big
Underworld
dog.
ran up walls, bro.
They ran up walls, go
Right.
like
We
vertical,
have to
like
barricade the door then.
vertical
barricade the door.
walls. Barricade. They
Barricade-
bust down to
They
they
busted through concrete walls.
they flip cars. They-
Do I have to show them?
I wonder what the intercourse is like. Those
Bro,
motherfuckers, bro.
he's-
They
never seen
transform back
Underworld.
into humans looking.
No, I'm talking about like when they're in their beast form.
I don't know if they do that. I think when they're in their beast form, they're just beasting.
So they go back to humans.
Yeah.
Can they have baby werewolves? But as humans, do they give birth as a human?
They come out as a human, but then they get the power to transform into.
This is what
like,
they look
you know
like.
I'm saying?
See this shit.
Underworld is a great series, by the way. If you haven't seen it, would go check it out. What I think there's like 3 movies,
werewolf?
No, like 5.
4 or 5, yeah, something like that. Watch them all; they're good. I don't know how I don't fuck with the hybrid one though as much.
No, so I
It was
like.
cool.
So hear me out. I like it because the original one with Michael.
Yeah.
That one's dope. Because yeah, but the one where they kind of brought their daughter into it, the newer
Yes,
one.
the daughter and
Yeah,
shit.
nah.
It was gory, and I think that was the highlight of the thing.
Right.
It was a lot of
I think
action.
there's 4 movies because there's the one original with Michael, and then they did the off-spin one when it was about like how the war started,
Yes.
and then they had, I think, the second one with her and Michael where she got pregnant and he
Yeah.
technically, they killed the big one with the wings.
They killed the OG,
Yeah.
her
and-
dad or whatever. Spoilers.
No.
It was not her dad. It was like
no,
her.
the one that was like her dad's brother. No, it was the werewolf and the vampire brothers, the original hybrid. They
Mm,
killed him in that one. The
you're
first one they killed the
The
one that was
dad.
like her father, and then
right. Yeah.
they have the one where they unfroze her.
Unfroze her
Michael was alive. She was trying to find him with the daughter.
with the daughter. Yeah.
And then the newest one where she lost the daughter, found out homeboy he was, and then
Yeah.
she ended up becoming like that hybrid vampire thing. She was like a vampire but with a different species of vampire's abilities.
Fuck.
She
Yes.
could like
Fuck,
crazy.
bro.
phase
Fuck.
through like shit. When
When
I tell you that's actually a really good like if werewolves and vampires were real, I feel like that's the most accurate fucking like show about
I think they're.
Yeah.
Then they're probably something going on.
because they even live in a world like this. Like it's a normal world.
Well, I mean,
But
like, bro,
then
like we said,
they're rich.
there's other Earths out there, right? There's super Earths and shit that we've already
Yeah.
like found out about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe there's not exactly what we are out there, but there could be shit like that out there. Like
Yeah.
there could
Oh,
be
God.
like some things with superpowers. Like we don't know. Like
Could, yeah.
that's what I find
Yeah.
interesting too. Is I'll never fucking know.
Could be humans
what's
with
on
powers.
those super Earths.
Could be some.
Like is
yeah.
it the same shit that's here? Honestly, I doubt it. I think they got all types of
I
different.
think
shit.
they got all types of different
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
I think it's shit
Maybe
that we
that's
can't
where
even
Spider
imagine.
Man's at, bro. Maybe he's on that Earth, not this
Potential.
one. Maybe
Yeah,
we're on
if
the wrong
it
one.
if it developed like you know how you know our world developed, then yeah, probably even better than ours. Honestly, if they got all that space, who knows? It could be inflicted with war and shit, or it could
True.
be a
Could
super
be bad
peaceful
out there,
place.
bro.
You know,
Could be
Who
bad
knows?
out there,
Who
or it
knows?
could be peace.
Maybe
Could
the
be peace.
Rikers just need to become the fucking guardians of the galaxy, dog.
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
I mean, I would. I just don't fuck with space.
I just
son.
need some powers, bro. I'm not doing shit with this regular human body.
Yeah, I can't do nothing.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I need to be able to do
Yeah,
something,
bro.
something.
Yeah.
The bare minimum. Go
I'm gonna go find
fly.
a spider to bite me or some shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Get
they
me.
don't have
Yeah.
shit that they it's like inject me with a fucking serum like Bucky, bro.
You just see the fucking China? They're making a super soldier
Yeah,
with
but
the
with
terror.
reptile
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, that's like a insect. It's like an insect
is it?
kind of thing. Yeah, Terragrade or whatever. Fuck. Literally, it's actually the like most. I don't know if it is, but I'm pretty sure it's like referenced as like the immortal bug, because even in space it doesn't die.
What?
Like Terragrade, it's like a
Oh.
little fucking like tiny
Really?
bug, microscopic type shit, and it can survive in lava, ice,
Oh, no,
water,
that's crazy.
space,
That's
in the
crazy.
vacuum.
See, we gotta get whatever he has, And put it in us.
That's what they're doing in China.
Put it in
That's
us,
what they're doing
bro.
in China. They're
We're
trying to
trying.
blend the DNA with human DNA and give it to guys to make
Yeah.
super
Yeah,
to make
watch 'em-
super
they're gonna
soldiers.
birth kids with antennas.
There's gonna be hella mutations, bro.
That or they're gonna build.
We're
They're
gonna
gonna
have
make a
some
dude who
issues.
can just who
Do
can
everything?
hold his breath for 40 minutes straight or 2 hours
Hey,
straight.
I
If
just
we
want to
start
be injected
making-
with something like Bucky, bro.
and
If we start
jump
making
off the buildings and
superhumans,
shit.
bro,
Like,
They're getting there. Bucky.
that'd
Yeah.
be crazy.
I want to be Winter Soldier, bro.
Out of everybody,
Imagine,
nah,
bro.
Spider-Man for sure.
No,
Out
okay.
of,
Out
out of everybody,
Yeah.
of
bro.
everybody,
Spider-Man
no,
for
out
sure.
of everybody, Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
all
I'm
day,
I
Spider-Man.
baby.
like Venom.
Venom's
Venom,
cool,
Yeah, Venom's
Yeah.
cool.
but you got a nigga talking to you all the time. Like,
yeah, he's kind of annoying.
I mean, it'd probably be
he's
fun.
funny though.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel lonely ever.
Nah, you would never.
No,
feel
you never feel
lonely.
lonely. You know, Spider-Man's
Yeah.
life is completely tragic all of the time.
All of the fucking time.
It is never a good time for
At
Spider-Man.
least with Venom, if somebody like tries to shoot me, you know,
Just-
he
you
just
just-
comes out and then I eat their brain.
You
Like,
just-
I eat their head.
God, dude.
See, that's the
Spider-Man
part that
don't eat
fucks-
brains and heads,
That's the
bro.
fucked up part. That'd probably throw me a little bit. I wouldn't
mean,
want to get used to it.
Fuck it, bro. If I'm Venom and you try to shoot me, bro, I'm eating your head, bro. Like, pause.
Me, I'm just
Pause on that.
That noggin is saying.
pause on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just swinging from building, building, baby. You know what I'm saying?
just hanging
Flipping
out,
through the
Spidey
sky. You know what I'm
powers.
saying? Texting. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
on.
Doing my thing.
We are Venom, brother. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Just,
But that's the thing that would throw me off. I feel like he would make me feel like I was schizophrenic because we are Venom, like in his head, like like.
well, you talking to me, slime? I'm
Like,
trying to
stop,
sleep.
Bro.
He's like,
He
bro.
only likes brains or chocolate.
That's
That's it.
crazy combo.
It's an expensive combo, man.
Strawberries and chocolate
Tariffs.
is a move. Maybe he should.
But like
switch
that's
it
what I'm
up.
saying. Like he keeps Eddie healthy.
He's eating chocolate
So, like-
and brains
That's the compromise, and I just have to feed you fucking Hershey's
or a human head.
or a fucking that dude's trying to fucking like R word that chicken in alley in New York.
Bro,
Yeah, I'm
if
gonna
I-
eat that
if I-
dude's brain.
If I had Venom on me, I'd just have boxes of chocolate ready for him. So
There you go, man.
not eating brains,
but
bro.
no, that's the thing. I would go out because he was in New York.
Yeah.
Or was it in Boston? Fuck.
And like all the
Think
like,
it's New
comics
York.
and shit is all New York.
Yeah, I think it was New York. And he was like, say that I would go out on like a stroll, you know? I would be looking for somebody doing some fuck ass shit.
You know what I'm saying? Some hoodlums.
Yeah.
And I'd say, oh, you
Some
trying to rob
robbery.
that lady?
Oh, true.
Or you trying
Bro,
to
I
do
see
some
a
shit
guy
to her
robbing
in
an
an
old lady.
Or you trying to do some shit to her in that alley? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm letting
Oh,
Venom
you're
out. I'm
toast.
like,
Yeah, you're toast.
Anti-hero.
Your brain is gonna be in my gut.
exactly. And then I'm
Anti-hero
gonna
type
go
vibe.
back to human form and be like, have a good day, and I'm gonna give them their
Yeah.
purse back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She go.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck? You just ate that guy's head.
Yeah.
And then run the fuck away. But yeah.
No,
yeah.
because I could do this. I could grab him, turn around, and throw him into a different fucking.
Yeah, just
you know,
get out the way.
Get him out of the way. Turn around. He's not even
Sure.
there. She doesn't know what happened.
What the fuck? I'd be like, oh.
Where'd he go? You know.
I'm not gonna ask too many questions.
Don't ask questions.
I'm gonna fucking walk away now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Have
saying?
a good night.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of motherfuckers out there powerful, but I think just off pure aesthetic, Spider-Man's probably the go-to.
Yeah.
Probably the one where I
yeah,
just
if
have
you-
the most fun and
For
If you
sure.
were Spider-Man and I was Venom, we'd have to spar.
just get my.
We'd have to spar.
You have to spar, bro.
Yeah. Spider-Man would whoop his ass, but you know,
I mean, he got
it'd be fun.
the Spidey senses, you know, attacks.
Doesn't Venom have that type of shit?
Nah, because he's not
Not
any
the
Spidey.
same.
He's
Why,
not, he
why
doesn't have
did
any
he always? Why did he always put the white spider on his chest?
Who?
Venom.
Because that was because he first attached to Spider-Man and gained a liking because he wanted to be with a stronger host. 'Cause that's what they always, all the Venoms or like essentially all the symbiotes want to be with like a perfectly synchronized strong
And
host.
Eddie ended up being that for Venom.
Well, he ended up saving him because Eddie also had cancer and
Yeah.
shit like that, and he was like, you know, they built a connection.
Yeah.
But when Venom first came, he got attached to Spider-Man and was like, yo, this guy's fucking awesome. This is the
Yeah.
best host ever. He's super fucking
Yeah,
strong. He's got
definitely a good
powers.
host.
And so he modeled himself after Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And when Venom became whatever, obviously it was like a mix of two personalities.
Yeah.
Minds get fucking combined, a whole bunch of crazy shit. He took after Spider-Man with the fucking...
Bro,
Okay.
that I remember when I first found out who Venom was, bro. I was like, this motherfucker cool, bro.
He cool.
He's dope.
He badass.
Motherfucker
And he's
cool right
jacked.
here.
Well, you know, they have
Like
the...
for some odd reason, he's fucking dope.
I can't remember his name, but there was a... I can't believe I'm folding on this right now. But there was the white Venom, the fucking soldier.
Anti-Venom.
Anti-Venom, yeah.
Oh,
And he was like a soldier. He fought with like Guardians of the Galaxy. He was
Yeah.
like a fucking...
Wasn't
he was like
it
a
actually
soldier.
Venom though? It was Venom.
I'm pretty sure it was Venom, yeah. A piece of Venom or Venom or some shit like that.
Fuck.
I can't remember the name, but his suit was all white. And he was like a regular sized person.
Five.
It was the
But in
only
the white
symbiote
suit.
that could like actually just kill other symbiotes.
Yeah, he was like an OG.
shit.
Like he could like
Raw.
into them.
Yeah.
Raw. He did get
Yeah.
folded sometimes, but yeah, he was like a fucking like a soldier. They got the fucking
Yeah.
suit. The
Yeah.
suit was dope.
He looks dope.
He looked dope. He
Didn't
wasn't
they
like
show him in
bulky.
Didn't they show him in the new multiverse one? When they went to like the HQ? I thought you saw that suit in the background.
Maybe
Because they tried to give it to him in the video game, but it fucking flopped. That fucking suit design was awful, bro.
Yeah, no, it's whack. No, I don't know. You talking about the multiverse when they went to all the whole Miles and shit?
Remember how they had
And they had, like,
remember how
Donald
they
and
had
shit.
the HQ with all the Spider-Mans?
Yeah, and they had all the imprisoned ones and shit.
Yeah.
And they had like Donald
I
Glover
thought
with a
you
whole bunch
saw
of motherfuckers.
that
Yeah.
in the background.
It might have been.
Possibly.
I can't remember. I was
It's hard to remember that
tripping
one.
off
Yeah.
shrooms.
Good
and
movie though.
that. Yay.
Best movie out
Yeah.
there. Best movie out there.
That one. Next one's
Top
coming
tier.
out next year, I think.
Yeah.
The new one.
For me, it's the soundtracks, bro.
Oh,
The soundtracks
God.
on those movies are
Colors,
godly. Bro.
soundtracks.
Yeah, but
bro.
the next one's
Sway
gonna be
Lee's always
fucking insane, and that's another Spider-Man movie. Do you remember how we were talking about it? There's 4.
Yeah.
One of them is not Tom Holland.
pulling. One of them's that
Spider-Noir's coming out
Spider. Oh yeah.
with
Who's
Fucking
that?
Nicolas Cage.
yeah. Basically,
It's
it's
like
a
the-
Spider-Man that takes
everything's
place in the
black and
30s.
white. So everything's black and white.
Yeah, it takes place in the 30s. He has
He's got a
no
Is the
fedora.
movie gonna be black and white?
Yeah.
Everything is black and
No,
white.
okay,
the
he-
whole world is black and white.
His thing
Whole
about it, it
illustration's
takes place
black and
back
What are
in
we
the day.
doing?
It's all
What
black.
are we
Okay,
doing?
remember the multiverse
You
cartoon?
actually see him in the fucking movie with Miles. You see him.
It's
He's
the
the
one
dude.
with the
He's the dude that
The
wears like
trench
the trench coat and the fucking
And he's just
in the
black and
hat.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's always black and white.
Yeah.
So
Even in the
basically,
game,
though,
the whole world's black
he
and
doesn't
white.
have web shooters. He uses guns and shit.
That's actually funny, bro.
Mhm.
And his
Okay, that might be funny to
and
watch.
since
yeah.
it takes place
Yeah.
back in like the 30s and shit,
Yeah.
you'll see him in the trailer. He'll go like this. He sneaks up behind somebody in the dark and goes, and turns his fucking eyes on. They're like flashlights. It's fucking hard, bro.
That's crazy.
But it's being played by Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
I don't know how I
Cage.
fucking like that.
That's an interesting person.
He's got to put it down, bro. He's got to put it down.
He's old as fuck.
He was a
But
good
he's
Ghost Rider.
He's also, no, because he's returning as Ghost Rider.
He was a good Ghost Rider when he was young. There, I liked it. I enjoyed that shit when he was Ghost Rider. But there's like 40 other Ghost Riders.
Yeah.
I think there was one named Miguel, and he has like a fucking car,
Bro.
like a whip,
Yes.
and he's like raw,
He's raw.
raw as fuck.
Miguel.
He's the
His
one
name's
with the
like
metal
Miguel or something.
skull.
Yeah,
He has the metal skull.
and then Punisher becomes a fucking Ghost Rider
Oh,
at some
bro.
point.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Punisher becomes the herald of
Fuck.
Thanos.
Yeah.
He works with Thanos, and becomes like a herald of him.
Shit.
And he's like time traveling and shit. He actually saved baby Thanos in the comics because Thanos was like he sent him back to change how like destiny how fate was. So he was like, here, go back and save my younger self or kill my younger self. I can't remember. It was one of the two. And Punisher as Ghost Rider like time travels to either save or kill baby Thanos essentially.
Right.
Can't remember which one. It was one of the two. Kill or save. I don't remember. But I remember seeing it, and it was Punisher, bro. It was the dude. He had the fucking
Damn.
skull and shit here. Yeah.
Damn. Alrighty.
Wait for me.
Alrighty, boys.
Alrighty, boys.
That-
Tune in next time.
Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We don't tell y'all that enough.
You
Know what I'm
know,
saying?
Turn on them post notifications.
smash
turn on
that like
little
button.
Bell.
Hit
Yeah.
that fucking bell, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God!
You know what I mean?
Don't miss a post.
Don't miss the
It don't
post.
hurt to subscribe.
Hell
It don't
no.
hurt
It
to just
it
press
don't-
that button.
It don't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it don't cost you nothing.
Does it
Cost you
affect your
nothing.
daily life? No.
No.
Like it. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Don't
it.
hurt to like it.
Go ahead.
Y'all motherfuckers are just being lazy, you know?
Uppercut that smash.
Like, all
Uppercut
you gotta
that.
do is like. That's it.
Bing
I like it.
bong.
Bing,
Bing
bong.
bang.
But yeah,
Done.
It's been
Alright.
good.
Yes,
Been
We
good.
appreciate y'all. And
Appreciate
we'll see
y'all
for the
tuning in.
next one. So.
We out.